So for an artist that wants to try to do a YouTube channel, you don't talk about YouTube very much.
Yeah.
You talk a lot about, like, and you even just said like 90% meta. So like for an artist that wants to potentially have a YouTube channel career and do their music and like potentially live off the YouTube money, is there an actual possibility that they could do that through paid advertising, or does it have to be like a niche thing that just like the audience found you because they were like what you did?
I don't think you could or really should build a channel that like a content channel that's built up on just ads. I feel like most of your audience should be developed organically on YouTube. But honestly, like any social media platform, like a lot of people ask me, like, I want to get more followers on Instagram, and they want to do it just ads, and like, well, like what, like if you don't want to post content that people want to watch, what are you going to do when you have all those followers in the first place, right? Like, let's say you could get 1 million followers on Instagram running ads. It's like, well, your content sucks. That's why you couldn't get followers organically, so they're not going to watch you anyways, even if they follow you. So there's a lot of them that, like, I don't think you should ever have like all your fans on a social media platform be there from ads, and the same thing's for YouTube. But one big part of that is YouTube. The whole name of the game is like expected watch time per unique user impression, which basically is like how much watch time do you get per time someone sees an impression on one of your thumbnails. And you need to like learn how to make content that people want to watch. It's a lot different if you're making like music videos. Because music videos, you can't make a really cool title and a really cool thumbnail. You're kind of locked in with what you have to title everything.
Right.
But if you're doing a content thing, like let's say you want to be like one of those beat tutorial channels, or you want to be like an Andrew Wong doing crazy music experiments, or like a Venus Theory who was here the other day, doing like cinematic music sound design stuff, and like talks about life and music and all that. Like, you think about what content type you want to be, and really hone that craft of really good of, I want to draw people in with a thumbnail and title that's really compelling. I want to hook them in that first 5 to 10 seconds of the video, and I want to get as many of those people that watch as possible to watch all the way to the end. And if you can't do that, it doesn't really matter what your ad strategy is, because people aren't going to hang around.
Right.
So I guess the other part of your question was, like, how can I build, not just build like a channel on YouTube, but build like a sustainable kind of business around YouTube? And you're not really going to do that just by uploading music videos. Like, if you're just trying to be an artist, like, that's what you'll do. But if you want to be a creator, you have to be careful that you don't pigeonhole yourself in the wrong space. Like, let's say you mirror in a metal band and your videos are all guitar tutorials. You're going to have an audience of all guitarists.
Yes.
And which happened to me, spoiler alert, like originally my YouTube channel was me promoting my music. And I was kind of like teaching guitar tutorials and screaming lessons, promoting my music. And then eventually I was like, okay, most of the people follow me, like, they don't give a shit about my music. They're here to learn from me. And that's when I started treating like my channel separate from my music, because like my channel, and obviously I changed niches and the music promotion stuff, kind of found my own journey with that. But you can't, a lot of artists will accidentally get the wrong audience. And I've met people with 10 million TikTok followers who, when they do a cover, because that's what they're known for, they get millions of views, and then they do a original song and they get less than 1,000 views, something dramatic like that. And that's the reality. So you have to be very intentional with, like, this is my space, this is my niche, I'm going over this type of person, and I want to design everything in my content to attract that. And it's going to be a grind no matter what. Like, most people, I say, like, do a video a week, do that for 6 to 12 months before you really like feel like you failed or succeeded. It's just a grind. Getting that first 1,000 followers is pretty brutal. People ask me how'd you grow your channel? Well, I have 800 YouTube videos.
Right.
I've been doing this since 2007. Granted, I didn't really know what I was doing until 2018. But it takes years. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of videos, and you really have to hone in on, like, who is this video for? Why should they watch it? How can I design everything in my power to get them to watch it? And you said you found me through a ToneDen tutorial, right? Like, why did I make a video about how to install a Pixel and ToneDen page? Well, I know all these people are probably trying to use this, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. And they're immediately going to go to Google or YouTube. And that's still, like, a big part of my strategy today. It's like, I find, Smart Noise, which is a relatively new platform, a lot of people are going to be searching for it. And so if I make a video about it, then they can find it. Or maybe some platform has a really cool tool, like, again, Smart Noise, lifetime pre-saves. It's like people are gonna be like, lifetime pre-save. Like that sounds kind of cool. Gets them to click on the video. So
you're almost doing what the gamers do when they try to get the game first and be the first review up there. So when people Google the game,
they know you.
There's your video.
They
every video has a different strategy. Sometimes it's like 100,000 streams in 3 months, and they have a video of me being like, pointing at a thing, right? And that's a different strategy video than like me reviewing a software tool. But every video has like a very specific strategy. Sometimes it's like I'm trying to win the search game where people are searching for this thing. Sometimes I'm trying to win the algorithmic discovery thing.
Okay.